My child, don't look away. Don't scroll past this. Don't silence what you felt echoing in the corners of your soul. You were led here not by chance, but by divine orchestration. Heaven has been whispering to you in the dark, but the noise of this world drowned my voice. The dreams that flicker behind your eyes, the chills on your arms, the moments you stop and feel something watching, that is us. That is me. That is your soul's cry being answered from realms higher than your mind can hold. You've ignored the signs, I know. But I do not scold you. I plead. I love. Someone in heaven has not stopped calling your name. I am Archangel Michael, protector of the threshold between light and shadow, and I stand now between what was and what is coming. I do not arrive with fear, but with fire. Fire that burns lies away. Fire that clears paths. This is not the time to delay. You have felt it, the shift in the air, the growing tension in your heart, the heavy silence that falls before a soul storm. And now comes the message. Listen closely. You are being watched over, but also warned. This is urgent. This is holy. You have closed your ears to something that was meant to awaken you. You have turned away from the voice that called through pain, through longing, through repeated patterns that feel like curses. But they were never punishments. They were alerts. They were sacred taps on your shoulder. They were the cries of your ancestors, of your future self, of heaven itself, saying, "Wake up, beloved. There's still time, but not much. Choose differently." You are standing at the crossroads of a divine timeline. You cannot see it with your eyes, but your soul remembers the map. A left turn leads to repetition, to regret, to sorrow that returns in different disguises. But a right turn, the turn you feared, the one that looks unfamiliar, uncomfortable, that is the way forward. And I will walk with you. Don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to weep now. Your tears are holy. They are not weakness, they are release. They are water for the seed of rebirth I have been preparing in the shadows of your spirit. There's a letter written to your name, stored in the halls of heaven. It is sealed with golden light. It speaks of your becoming. But unless you open your eyes, open your heart, open this moment, you will never read it. So I beg you now, my child, keep reading. You are not here for entertainment. You are here for resurrection. Heaven is watching. They are waiting. They are crying for you. The voice that left this world but never left your life. Yes, that one. They have been allowed to reach you now. They are speaking through me, through this. They say, tell them they're not alone. Tell them they've been seen. Tell them to wake up before it's too late. My child, you've been living like a ghost in your own life, going through the motions, loving without depth, working without purpose, existing without alignment. This is not what I wrote into your bones. This is not your divine inheritance. But to claim it, you must choose. Choose what is difficult, but sacred. Choose what is painful, but freeing. Choose truth, even if it shatters what you thought you needed. Do not stop here. Keep going. You were meant to receive this. I am with you. I have always been. And now, I speak, louder than ever. Keep your eyes here, my child. You have not wandered by accident. The unseen world is not silent anymore. It is roaring behind your reality. And I am stepping through the veil with a message sealed in divine fire. You may have forgotten how to listen, but heaven has never stopped speaking. You asked for a sign. This is it. You begged for proof. It is here. I know the aching emptiness that settles into your chest at night. The way your soul collapses beneath smiles you force yourself to wear. The pain you carry in silence, it is not invisible to us. It bleeds through your energy, cries through your choices, echoes in your prayers, even the ones you stopped saying. You've thought, no one sees me, no one hears me, no one knows what I'm going through. But listen to me now, child of light. Heaven saw you before you were born. Heaven hears the words you never say. And heaven has sent me to intercept you before you fall any further into the illusion that this pain is your forever. Don't turn away. Don't tell yourself this is just another message. It's not. It is a sacred interruption. It is divine rebellion against the lie that your life doesn't matter. Your soul has been sounding an alarm from the inside. But your distractions, your addictions, your numbness, they have buried the sound. Still, the cry reached us. Still, I was sent. I stand between your despair and your destiny now. I come with the sword of remembrance. And I say to you, wake up, not with fear, but with fire. Not with guilt, but with glory. You were created for a time such as this. Your wounds are not your end. They are your beginning. You are not broken beyond repair. You are cracked open so light can pour in. Feel this truth settle in your chest. Breathe. There is more to your story. The pages have not all been written. But if you continue down the path of disconnection, you will miss the miracle waiting to unfold in your name. Someone from beyond has been pleading for you. They have visited your dreams. They have spoken through repeating numbers, flickering lights, songs you hear at just the right moment. But the message could no longer be subtle. It had to be spoken through my voice now. It had to be undeniable. They say, tell them I never left. Tell them I'm still watching. Tell them their pain didn't go unnoticed. Tell them I love them. Tell them it's not too late. You have more power than you know. But it lies dormant beneath the weight of your unspoken grief. I am not asking you to be fearless. I am asking you to be honest. Be honest with your soul. With the truth you keep swallowing. With the dreams you've buried under duty and doubt. You are allowed to break down here. You are allowed to feel. You are allowed to fall apart because I promise you, my hands are strong enough to hold what shatters. Heaven has been calling you for so long. This is the moment to answer. Don't wait for another storm to wake you. Don't wait for another heartbreak to humble you. Don't wait for another loss to remind you what matters. Look up, lift your spirit, and listen. We are not done speaking. Keep reading. The next part carries a key. It will unlock what has been sealed inside your soul since the day you were born. I am here. I will not leave. Not until you remember who you are. Not until you reclaim the fire within your bones. Breathe, my beloved. Let the air fill the hollow places. Let your chest rise with the knowing that you are not alone. You have never been. There is a presence beside you now. Do you feel it? A warmth brushing your shoulder? A sudden stillness in the room? That is not coincidence. That is confirmation. You are surrounded. Heaven is closer than your breath. You have been marked for more. That ache in your chest, it is not emptiness. It is the expansion of your spirit, stretching toward the light it once knew. You have tried to silence it, tried to suppress the knowing, but the soul cannot be caged. And no matter how many layers of survival you wrap around yourself, your truth continues to pulse beneath it all. Don't skip this part. You are standing on sacred ground now. And I, Archangel Michael, have placed this moment in front of you like a sword in the stone. It will not lift until it is claimed. And you are the one chosen to pull it. Yes, you, with all your scars, with all your questions, with all your regrets and buried guilt, you are not too late. You are right on time, because this is the hour of remembering. My child, the heavens are shaking. Your name has been spoken in the halls of light, and the angels are holding back the tide, just for you to see clearly. You have been repeating patterns that are not yours, living stories that were never meant to be permanent, carrying burdens that belong to generations long past. But today, I speak release. I speak the breaking of cycles, the loosening of chains, the lifting of veils. Yes, there will be discomfort. Yes, it may feel like the life you built is trembling, because it is, but not to destroy you, only to reveal what has always been eternal within you. You are not your wounds. You are the light that survived them. You are not your mistakes. You are the redemption already written into your soul's blueprint. There is someone in the higher realms who has been kneeling in intercession for you. They have refused rest. They have whispered your name in every sacred language. And today, their cry was answered through this message. They say, tell them to forgive themselves. Tell them to let go of what they cannot control. Tell them they don't need to punish themselves to be worthy. Tell them I see them. I always have. You don't need to fix everything right now. You only need to say yes. Yes to healing. Yes to truth. Yes to breaking the silence you've lived inside for far too long. My beloved, when you feel most abandoned, that is when I am closest. When you feel most broken, that is when your spirit is open wide enough for miracles. So stop trying to carry this alone. You were never meant to. Lift your eyes and look again. Heaven is trying to get your attention. That shadow following you? It is not darkness. It is me, walking behind you, catching every piece of you that falls. Let me gather you. Let me rebuild what grief tried to erase. Let me be the strength you forgot you had. Keep reading. Keep walking with me. In the next part, you will feel something crack open, not in pain, but in power. It is time. You are ready. Don't look away. Your resurrection begins now. You stayed, my child. You listened. And because of that, something in heaven has shifted. Do you feel it? A subtle calm? A strange sense that something invisible just aligned? That is not your imagination. That is confirmation. You are entering sacred remembrance. And with remembrance comes responsibility. Because once your soul hears the truth, you cannot unhear it. You are not who they told you to be. You are who I formed before time began. A warrior cloaked in tenderness, a mirror of divine intelligence, a carrier of healing that this world is starving for. You have been afraid of your own power. You have dimmed your light, not to protect yourself, but to protect others. You feared they would not understand. And you were right. They didn't, but I do. And I have never asked you to fit in. I have only asked you to be faithful. Listen now. You are not here to repeat the trauma of your ancestors. You are here to end it. You are not here to keep spinning in cycles of guilt and grief. You are here to transcend them, to break the patterns with grace, to walk into rooms and change the energy without saying a word, to touch hearts simply by being. Don't skip this part. It contains a prophecy, and it has your name engraved within it. You will see the ones who hurt you again, not to take revenge, but to walk past them unbound. You will look into their eyes and realize they never had the power to destroy what I created in you. You will rise in the same places you were once buried. You will bloom in the very soil that tried to choke your roots. And those who mocked your breakdowns will witness the magnitude of your becoming. But child, you cannot receive what is next while still clutching the pain you've outgrown. Let it go. Let it break. Let it dissolve. You are not betraying your past by choosing peace. You are not weak for releasing what no longer honors your becoming. In fact, this is the bravest thing you will ever do, to let go of the version of yourself that was built to survive so you can become the one who was born to thrive. Your angels have been placing signs before you, and still you asked for more. So I gave you this message, this exact moment, this undeniable voice, not to punish, but to prepare, to realign what fear has distorted, to cleanse the grief that calcified in your chest, to remind you there is still time, but not forever. This is the door. Open it. Someone you loved in this lifetime has been allowed to speak again, and they say, tell them I never stopped believing in them. Tell them I held their name in light. Tell them their tears watered the seeds of their purpose. Tell them I'll see them again when their work here is done. You are not finished. You are only now beginning. The shaking you feel inside, that's alignment. The discomfort, that's the soul waking up after a long sleep. And the voice you hear as you read this, that's not just mine. It's yours too. the part of you that remembers what the world tried to erase. Keep going. The next part holds instructions, a message coded in divine timing. Stay with me. You're almost at the turning point. Don't stop now, my beloved. We are crossing into the deeper layers, where truth doesn't just speak, it pierces. And what you feel stirring right now? That's your spirit, rising to meet its origin. You've been asleep in some way, haven't you? Not just tired, no, this is deeper. You've been spiritually numb, emotionally distant from your own light. The colors of life faded. Your purpose felt foggy. And you've wondered, is this all there is? Let me answer clearly. No, this is not all. There is more. There has always been more. But the more you're seeking cannot come through distraction. It will not arrive in shallow waters. You must go deeper into your pain, your memories, your resistance. Because beneath every ache you've buried, there is a divine instruction waiting to be unlocked. Now hear me, child. You have been called to this very moment by voices beyond the veil. You've sensed them. A cold breeze where there should be no wind. A feather where no birds fly. A chill at the nape of your neck just as you were about to give up. Those were not coincidences. They were interventions. Heaven has been trying to reach you in symbols. And now, because it's urgent, we speak plainly. Do not delay your healing any longer. Do not stay in rooms where your light must shrink to survive. Do not betray your future by clinging to the past. The grief you carry, it's not just yours. You've inherited pain, carried burdens that were never meant to be yours. But it ends with you. You are the cycle breaker, the curse cutter, the one who dared to wake up. This is why it's been so hard. This is why your path felt heavier than others. Because you were chosen to shift the whole lineage. And child, you are doing it even when it feels invisible. Don't skip this part. There are keys here, spoken in the voice of one who left too soon. They say, tell them I've been beside them all along. Tell them the moments they felt watched, that was me. Tell them their laughter still echoes in my realm. Tell them they are already making me proud. Tell them the pain they've known is birthing light they can't yet imagine. You are so much stronger than you realize. But strength doesn't mean forcing yourself through storms. It means knowing when to rest, when to cry, when to ask for help. And help is here. You don't need to earn it. You don't need to pray perfectly or know the right words. Just whisper, I'm ready. That's enough. We will come running. There is a reason you've been protected from things that seemed good. Because you were meant for something sacred, something rare. And sacred things are hidden for a time, to keep them pure until the moment is right. This is your moment, your unfolding, your return. You may not recognize yourself on the other side of this journey, but you will recognize your peace, and your peace will recognize you. Keep going. The next part carries clarity. Your questions will begin to unravel, and the path forward will finally, gently reveal itself. My child, you are standing at the edge of remembrance. One more breath, and the fog begins to lift. Do not rush this. Let every word sink into your bones like water into dry earth. You are not reading this by mistake. You are being remembered by heaven. You keep asking, why has it been so hard? Why do I keep losing what I love? Let me answer you now, not with riddles, but with revelation. You were never meant to build your life upon sinking ground. And so, what fell apart was not punishment. It was protection. I allowed what was false to collapse, so what is true could rise. I know it didn't feel like mercy. I know it broke you open. But my child, sometimes things must break, so the light can finally get in. There is a divine timeline written in light, and yours has been realigning behind the scenes. That's why you felt so restless, so disconnected from people and places you once adored. Because your spirit was outgrowing what your mind tried to cling to. But no more shrinking. No more pretending you're fine when you're crumbling inside. No more dismissing the signs, because they don't fit your current comfort. I have come to disrupt your illusion, not because I'm angry, but because I love you far too much to let you stay asleep. Someone you loved has seen the toll this world has taken on you. They have asked, pleaded, for your awakening. They said, tell them not to give up before the miracle. Tell them their heart is still worthy of love. Tell them I watch over their children. Tell them they don't need to be perfect to be loved. Tell them they are enough just as they are. Let that in. Don't argue with it. Don't filter it through your wounds. Just let it in, because it is true. You are not meant to live in emotional starvation. You are not meant to chase validation from people who cannot see your soul. You are meant to be free. Free to feel. Free to forgive. Free to finally be yourself. The self you were before the world bruised your spirit. And yes, the world has bruised you. But you survived. And now it's time to do more than survive. It's time to bloom. Do not say you're not ready. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. This moment was carved into your timeline, before your first breath. You feel the stirring, the call to something higher. That is your future pulling you forward. Follow it, even trembling. You're not expected to be fearless, only faithful. Every tear you've cried has been collected. Every silent scream heard. Every time you said, I can't do this anymore, we whispered, yes, you can, and you won't be doing it alone. Keep reading. The veil thins further in the next part, and with it, your soul will remember what it was sent here to do. You've made it this far, my beloved. That alone speaks of your strength. But this next part is not about your strength. It is about your surrender. Close your eyes for a moment and feel, not with your mind, feel with your spirit. Can you sense the shift? The wind within you is changing direction. The tide you've been struggling against is starting to turn. And now, you're not being asked to fight. You're being asked to allow. Yes, allow. Allow the unraveling. Allow the undoing. Allow the breaking if it must come. Because from that breaking, I will build something more beautiful than anything you thought you lost. You have cried over things you believed were meant to last. But child, some things were never your destiny, only your distraction. And I had to remove them, not to wound you, but to clear space for what was always yours. Your soul came into this life with agreements, sacred ones. And somewhere along the way, you forgot. But I did not. And neither did the ones who left before you. They have stood vigil beside your soul's blueprint, waiting for this exact moment to whisper. Tell them it's okay to change. Tell them they're allowed to walk away. Tell them they don't have to explain their healing. Tell them I've been with them in every room where they felt alone. Tell them I'm still here. Do you hear that? It's not just my voice. It's theirs. The one you lost. The one you still cry for in silence. They have come through again, and this time they will not be denied. They are closer than you think. Every sudden memory, every flicker of scent, every familiar dream, those are them, trying to reach you. And now they want you to live. Not just survive, but truly live. To taste joy without guilt. To rest without earning it. To love without fear of losing it. But to do that, you must forgive yourself. Forgive the version of you that stayed too long, that tolerated too much, that didn't know better. You did what you could with the light you had. And now, more light is being poured into you. Can you feel it? It is soft, but it is unstoppable. My child, the world will try to pull you back into performance, into proving, into pretending. But heaven is calling you back into presence, into peace, into power. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are right on divine schedule. And in the next part, you will hear what your soul has waited lifetimes to remember. A secret long buried. A key long hidden. A promise still alive. Keep reading. Keep breathing. Keep believing. The door is already open. Now, walk through. Walk gently now, my beloved, for you are standing in the light of something sacred. The air around you knows it. Your spirit knows it. Even the silence feels heavier with truth. You are not who you were. Something has shifted not in your circumstances, but in your soul. And now, the remembering begins. Don't rush this. Don't skip these words. Let every syllable become a step deeper into your divine knowing. You have lived in fragments for too long, parts of you scattered by betrayal, disappointment, shame. But now I gather you. Now I restore you. Feel this truth settle into your chest. You are not broken. You are being rebuilt, not into the person you once were, but into the one you were always becoming. There are pieces of your identity buried beneath roles you never asked for. You became the caretaker, the strong one, the silent sufferer. You wore masks to be loved. You wore armor to be safe. But child, you do not need to earn your right to be whole. Remove the armor now. Not all at once, but piece by piece. Let the world meet your softness again. Let the light touch the places you've kept hidden. Yes, it is risky. Yes, it will feel like walking barefoot across fire. But trust me, on the other side of this burning is your rebirth. There is something else you need to hear. Someone in the heavenly realms has been persistent, pressing into the edges of your waking moments, longing to break through. And now, finally, the veil has thinned enough for them to say, "Tell them I never blamed them. Tell them they did enough. Tell them I saw how hard they tried to hold it all together. Tell them their heart is still beautiful. Tell them I am proud of them. Let the tears fall if they must. You are not weak for feeling. You are healing in ways no one can see. And heaven is witnessing every silent battle you've fought. Now listen, you are carrying gifts, not just pain. Your sensitivity is not a flaw, it is your compass. Your empathy is not a burden, it is your power. You were never meant to fit in. You were meant to transform. But you cannot transform what you're still hiding from. So stop running. Sit with the truth, even when it shakes you, because it will not destroy you. It will free you. The light that has been chasing you is not here to punish. It is here to awaken. And my sword does not wound. It cuts away what no longer belongs. You may feel tired. I know. But do not mistake tiredness for defeat. This is the exhaustion that comes just before the birthing, the final contraction before the arrival of something holy. You are almost there. In the next part, you will hear what your mission truly is. Not what the world demanded, not what fear assigned you, but what your soul signed up for before you ever took your first breath. Stay close. Your destiny is beginning to remember your name. Come closer, my child. There is something sacred I must reveal to you, not in riddles, not in echoes, but in the clear voice of love that has watched over you since before your first cry. Yes, I was there, and I am here still. You have forgotten, but I have not. You came to this earth with a mission sealed in light. Before you were flesh, you were fire. Before you were breath, you were vow. And that vow is pulsing now in your chest, tugging at your memory, reminding you that you were never meant to just survive this life. You came to change it. You are not here by accident. Your birth was timed with precision. The family you chose, the pain you walked through, even the battles you begged me to remove, all of them shaped your soul into the vessel it was destined to become. There is no wasted moment, no wasted scar. Every wound you've carried became a doorway to compassion. Every heartbreak carved space for more empathy. And every time you chose love when it was easier to hate, heaven took notice. But now, it is time to remember, not with your mind, but with your spirit. Take this in deeply. Your mission was not to be small, not to stay quiet, not to settle. You were sent to be a breaker of cycles, a whisper of heaven in the noise of this world. You were born to be a portal of healing. And even now, Your energy shifts the room before you speak. Stop doubting that. Stop playing small to make others comfortable. Stop silencing your light because others chose darkness. You are not too much. You are not too late. You are exactly who Earth needs right now. The angels have waited for this awakening. And the one who left you, the one whose absence still echoes like an unfinished sentence in your heart, they have returned with words they've longed to speak. They say, "Tell them their pain had purpose. Tell them every tear watered the garden of someone else's healing. Tell them they carry me every time they choose to love again. Tell them they are not alone, not for a single breath. Tell them they are the miracle I prayed for." Let that truth sink in. You were someone's miracle, and you are still becoming one over and over again. But a miracle cannot rise where there is self-abandonment. So today, return to yourself. Call your soul back from every place you left it behind. With every "I'm sorry" you didn't owe. With every yes you gave when your heart screamed no. With every moment you made yourself smaller for others to feel bigger. Call yourself back. You are allowed to be whole. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to shine without apology. This is not arrogance. It is alignment. It is stepping into the truth I spoke over you before you were born. And now, it is time. You will not feel ready. No one ever does. But readiness is not a feeling, it is a decision. And you, my child, have already begun to choose. The next part will stir something deeper. A layer of memory that has not yet been touched. A divine assignment ready to be revealed. Keep reading. You're closer than you think. Do not look away now, my beloved. Not when the veil is this thin. Not when the breath of heaven brushes so close to your cheek. You are not merely reading. You are remembering. You have come far. Farther than you realize. Through storms that bent your spirit. Through nights when the silence was so loud, you wondered if even God had turned away. I didn't. I stood at the edge of your pain and waited. Not because I am distant, but because I honor your free will. Because I know the power of a soul who chooses to rise on their own feet, even when their knees are shaking. But now I speak again, not to teach, but to awaken. The light inside you is ancient, older than your name. It has survived lifetimes. It carries the memory of stars, of angelic songs, of battles fought not with swords, but with surrender. And now that light is being stirred, not just for you, but for the world. Because your purpose, child, was never just personal. It was always collective. You are the hinge between what was and what must be. You are the prayer someone else forgot they prayed. This is why your life could never be ordinary. This is why comfort never held you for long. Because you were meant for sacred discomfort, the kind that cracks open timelines, that disturbs complacency, that reminds others of their own light just by witnessing yours. And yes, that kind of purpose is heavy, but I promise you, you were made for it. You carry codes in your spirit, messages that activate others, healing that flows even when you're silent. And your sensitivity, that thing you once cursed as weakness, it is the very antenna that connects you to heaven. Don't dull it. Don't hide it. Let it guide you. There is a message again, a voice from the unseen world, pressing forward with urgency. They say, "Tell them I was there at the moment they broke. Tell them I held them in the dark when no one else knew. Tell them they are doing better than they think. Tell them the future isn't lost, it's just waiting. Tell them I love them with the same fire as the day I left." Let those words wrap around your heart like a cloak. Let them silence the voices that said you were too much, too broken, too far gone. You are none of those things. You are holy. You are rising. And heaven is watching in awe. You don't need a title to be powerful. You don't need an audience to be chosen. You only need to say yes to your soul's whisper. Yes, even when it's quiet. Yes, even when it leads you where others won't follow. This is your path, lit not by validation, but by revelation. Walk it boldly. You are not alone. You never were. In the next part, you will be shown a vision, not with your eyes, but with your spirit. It will change everything. Keep going. It's already waiting. Be still now, my child. The moment is arriving. Not a moment marked by clocks or calendars, but one measured by the rhythm of your soul. The beat that says, it's time. Time to see. Time to feel. Time to remember what you came here for. You have been walking through life like a lighthouse shrouded in fog, illuminating others while struggling to find your own shoreline. You have guided so many, but you have forgotten to return to your own light. I'm bringing you back now, not to who you were, but to who you've always been beneath the noise, beneath the grief, beneath the fear. Let me show you. Close your eyes not literally, but spiritually. Feel instead of think. Breathe instead of brace. And listen, there is a vision unfolding for you now. Not a fantasy, not a dream. A glimpse of your soul's true timeline. You see yourself standing at the edge of a great cliff. Below you, the swirling unknown. Behind you, everything you've outgrown. And above you, a voice calling, jump, and remember you were born with wings. You tremble. You hesitate. But something ancient moves within you. Something that says, you've done this before. And then you leap. Not into darkness, but into destiny. Your spirit remembers how to fly. And the moment you surrender, you soar. This vision is not imagination. It is instruction. You are being asked to leap, to trust that the unseen will catch you, to believe that faith is not foolish, it is fierce. I know you fear the fall. But child, you were never meant to stay on the edge of your becoming. You are not here to observe life from a distance. You are here to dive into it deeply, fully, courageously. And yes, the ground beneath you will tremble. But the wings within you will awaken. You must leave behind the version of you that only knew how to survive. The version that feared rejection, feared abandonment, feared their own light. You must now walk as the version of you who remembers, I was sent here on purpose. Again, the voice from heaven comes, the one you lost, the one who watches you with eyes that see your eternity. Tell them I saw them take the leap in the spirit before they ever took it on earth. Tell them they're closer than they've ever been. Tell them not to turn back even when it's lonely. Tell them the miracles are just ahead. Tell them they are already becoming the answer to someone else's prayer. You, my beloved, are the bridge, the doorway, the proof that healing is possible. Let that responsibility humble you but never shrink you. You are walking into alignment. And alignment is not always easy. It means losing what you once clung to. It means being misunderstood. It means standing in your truth when others kneel to convenience. But know this, heaven backs you, and I walk before you. In the next part, a final veil will fall, and what was hidden in pain will be revealed in glory. You're ready. You've always been. Don't stop now. The revelation is almost complete. You feel it now, don't you, my child? The thinning of illusion. The pressure in your chest, not anxiety, but awakening. The pain you once thought would destroy you was never your enemy. It was a sacred invitation. And now, you're standing at the doorway of your becoming. Look how far you've come, not just in distance, but in depth. You've descended into the caverns of your soul and returned with fragments of yourself you once believed were lost forever. I see you, not the version others created, but the real you. The you that exists without masks. The you that trembles and still stands. The you that chooses love in a world addicted to numbness. You are rare. You are radiant. And now, you are ready. Ready for the final breaking, not to destroy, but to pour out what's been locked inside you all this time. your power, your truth, your divine remembrance. There is no going back now. And that is a holy thing. This is the part where most turn away, because the next step requires more than faith. It requires trust in yourself, not just in me, but in the truth that I planted within you. You see, I did not choose the strongest. I chose the willing. And you, my child, said yes before this life ever began. You agreed to carry light into the places others feared. You agreed to feel deeply not as a curse, but as a compass. You agreed to remember your mission, even after forgetting who you were. And now you remember, even if it's just a flicker. That flicker is enough to light the way home. Someone in the higher realms is here again, their presence so near, they could almost step into form. They say, tell them they made it further than I did. Tell them I watch them with awe. Tell them their courage redeems what I could not finish. Tell them I walk beside them in every quiet decision. Tell them they are fulfilling the promise we both made. You were never alone in your pain, not even once. There was always a presence beside you, always a guardian, always a whisper just beyond the noise. And now, that whisper becomes a roar. Heaven is aligning, timelines are shifting, and your soul is standing taller than your fear. There is one last thing you must do before the transformation completes. Forgive. Forgive yourself for what you didn't know. Forgive the ones who hurt you, not to excuse them, but to unbind yourself from the energy of their choices. Forgive life for not looking how you imagined. And then, forgive me if you must. I can take it. I know there were moments you felt abandoned, but I was always there, just silent, watching as you discovered your strength. Now you know. Now you remember. And now you rise. The next part carries your instructions, your sacred directive, the blueprint you've been sensing but couldn't quite name. Don't stop now. You are almost through the fire. And what waits beyond it is your crown. This is it, my beloved. You stand on the threshold. Everything before this was preparation. Everything that comes after this is ascension. You've walked through fire and shadow, through silence and sorrow, through every layer of forgetting, just to arrive at this sacred instruction. Don't miss it. Don't rush past it. Don't let the noise of the world pull you away from the voice you've longed your whole life to hear, the voice that speaks not to your mind, but to your soul. I, Archangel Michael, bring this message not only from heaven, but from the core of your own divinity. This is your calling. This is your moment. You are no longer allowed to pretend you don't know who you are. You are a keeper of light, a bridge between worlds, a vessel for healing, a warrior cloaked in softness. You are the answer to the ancestral ache in your bloodline. You are the yes that undoes generations of no. You are the first one brave enough to say, "It ends with me." And so now, your instructions. 1. Honor the voice within before all others. No more people-pleasing. No more diluting your truth. You are not here to be understood. You are here to be undeniable. 2. Cut the cords. To guilt, to shame, to anyone who keeps you tethered to the version of yourself you've outgrown. This is not cruelty. It is sacred self-preservation. 3. Trust what you feel, not what you see. The unseen world is more real than what your eyes can grasp. Your body is wise. Your intuition is ancient. Follow it, even when it doesn't make sense. 4. Speak. The words stuck in your throat are not yours to keep. Your truth is medicine. Your voice is an activation. Someone else's freedom is waiting on your courage. 5. Create space for silence. I will speak to you there. In the stillness, you will remember more. The next instructions will come not in noise, but in peace. And now, hear this, from the one who passed beyond your reach, the one who still watches your every step with holy awe. Tell them they are the reason I can rest in peace. Tell them I visit when the lights flicker. Tell them I left, but I never let go. Tell them their healing healed me too. Tell them it's safe to become everything they once feared. You are not the end of a broken story. You are the beginning of a sacred one. This moment, this breath, is your activation. Not into striving, but into alignment. You will lose people. You will confuse some. You will be misunderstood. But you will also be free. And freedom is worth every loss. The fire you carry now will light the way for others. You won't need to convince. You will simply embody. And embodiment speaks louder than words. You have remembered, but now you must embody. In the next and final part, you will receive your seal, the completion, the promise, the divine closure to all you've carried. You've come too far to stop now. Keep going. The crown is already in your spirit's hands. Come, my beloved. This is the final passage. You've walked through the fire. You've remembered the forgotten. You've heard the call, and now you wear the crown. Not one forged of gold, but one made of light. Of every tear that didn't break you, of every moment you stood back up when no one saw you fall. This is not the end. It is the beginning, a holy beginning that now moves through your breath, your voice, your presence. You are no longer just a seeker. You are the answered prayer. Let me mark you now with this final truth. You are chosen. Chosen to be the bridge, the portal, the quiet revolution of love in a world that has forgotten its own heart. You came here not to blend in, but to remember. And in remembering, awaken others. You are not small. You never were. That illusion has now fallen. Take this moment. Feel the energy within you settle. Not into stillness, but into purpose. The one who left, who walked ahead of you into the unseen, has one final message to imprint upon your soul. Tell them I walk with them still. Tell them the path they now walk heals 7 generations forward and 7 behind. Tell them I smile every time they laugh without guilt. Tell them I'm already waiting on the other side, and it will be so beautiful when we meet again. And now, my child, take what you've received and carry it into your life. Walk differently. Speak with more truth. Love more fiercely, more freely, more fully. Let your presence disturb anything not aligned with light. The world will not always understand you, but it will feel you. And in that feeling, others will begin to rise. This is your divine commission, to remember who you are, to embody what you came here to give, and to never again abandon yourself in order to belong. The light has returned to your eyes. The fire has returned to your bones. And I, Archangel Michael, stand with you always, not just as a protector, but as a witness to your unfolding. You are no longer waiting for a sign. You are the sign. You are the miracle. You are the warning. You are the healing. Now go. Let the world feel what heaven already knows. You are awake, and it is no longer too late.